With no end in sight to Russia's invasion, many of Ukraine's athletes are preparing for this summer's games far from their home court.
Молодець.
That includes Ukraine's Paralympic badminton team, which has been training in France.
They are okay, sometimes not okay.
Dmytro Zozula is the head coach, but these days his responsibilities stretch far beyond his athletes' physical well-being.
If you talk to girls, other girls, you will see they will cry because some girl from Donbass, and she lost friends, she lost parents, she lost grandmother.
How do you support these girls stay mentally fit, mentally healthy, and persevere?
This is a problem for me because I would like to see results in the court, in tournament, but sometimes we don't have good results because they don't have normal mood.
With 4 months to go until the games begin, Dmytro is also preparing his athletes to come face-to-face with adversaries. Despite calls to fully ban Russian competitors, some will be allowed to compete in Paris.
We are following our principle, which we have always been following, that we do not punish or sanction athletes for acts of their officials or of their government.
While Russia is barred from all team sports because of the war, individual athletes who don't publicly support Moscow or its military can participate under a neutral flag.
This week, the IOC further clarified the situation for Russian competitors who will be taking part in the upcoming games, announcing that they will not be allowed to participate in the opening ceremony here on the Seine River. France has been a staunch supporter of Ukraine since the start of this war, but balancing diplomacy with the rules of the IOC has at times put the organizing committee in a difficult situation.
This is the responsibility of both the International Olympic Committees, International Paralympic Committees, and international federations. So, we are following what they're telling us to do.
And the head of athletics for the Paris Games tells me she's prepared to host Russian and Ukrainian competitors side by side.
In every Games, there's always been this kind of issue. So, our teams are also taking advice from the International Olympic Committees to know, how to deal with this type of situations, being, where they're going to sleep and ensuring that limitation of interactions.
Back on the court, athletes representing Ukraine are in the final stretch of training. Most disagree with the IOC's decision and say they don't want to come within 1,000 miles of a Russian competitor.
Я з повагою відношусь до
But Oksana Kozania says she feels differently.
яка це країна.
I respect every person, regardless of their country. Whatever they do, if they haven't hurt me personally and if they're not fighting in our country, they're just like me, training, preparing for games.
And Russian or not, she's ready to win.
Але коли вона вийде на
When that person steps onto the court, I'll tear them apart. It's as simple as that.
Outside Paris, I'm Ryan Thompson for Newsnet.